You know what? There is something which you will want to start so badly as of the beginning of this week. From the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Erini, you are going to be in such a mode where you will really want to start something so specific. And what you will want to start, it's to do with a new beginning. Listen to me very carefully. At the beginning of this week, the energy, it's gonna be so intense, but really powerful at the same time. This intense energy, this week, you need to understand it's going to have one of the best impacts ever when it comes to you and when it comes to your life. You are gonna be pretty much so thinking about starting something, okay? You will be thinking about starting something. It's to do with the new beginning, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, do you know what? It's to do with something that you have been thinking about for a while. It's to do with something that has been on your mind for a while, my gorgeous Erini. And you're gonna be surprised how strong and how adamant you're actually going to feel as of from the beginning of this week, and you need to understand it's not only about you just thinking about this new beginning. I do see you like kind of thinking maybe it's not the right time, and I know that you are going to be thinking about several things that may put you off from this new beginning, but you must not allow this whatsoever. In fact, the moment in time you are thinking about this new beginning, my gorgeous Erini, whatever is going to be on your mind, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to start, so badly, you need to understand that you need to ignore this indecisiveness as much as you possibly can, because what you will not know is the fact that you are actually going to have a really good luck when it comes to that new beginning, okay? You are going to have a good luck indeed. So this is what you need to understand. And you know what? First of all, I see you being like kind of in two minds and being uncertain about starting something. But then again, suddenly you are going to have this confidence, and suddenly there is something that you are going to want to explore. You will see there is something that you will want to explore, and it's to do with this new beginning, and it's to do with you finding out a bit more, and it's to do with like some kind of preparation already. There is something which is going to be on your mind that you need to explore, and you need to find out a little bit more, which is absolutely brilliant, because what are you going to find out? It's going to be so important when it comes to you becoming fully confident, okay? When it comes to you becoming so courageous, when it comes to all this. And this element is going to be like, oh my God, it's going to be so important when it comes to all this, and when it comes to something that it's most certainly going to really start you off like there is no tomorrow. What you are going to be focusing on, and what you're going to be thinking about, how you want your life to be different. On one hand, you are going to be happy with certain things in your life when it comes to the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Erini. But then on another hand, you are this new beginning. It's a lot about you actually making your life so much nicer, making your life so much better, and I'm telling you that, you knew about this, you have been thinking about this new beginning, new start. This is not something that's going to come to you completely out of blue whatsoever, but what is going to come to you completely out of blue, and what is going to surprise you, that particular information that you're going to find out, the moment in time you kind of are going to feel like you want more clarity, you want a bit more information, and there is this particular information that you're going to find out that is just going to bring so much clarity when it comes to all this. And this is why this is going to be so important. And furthermore, my gorgeous Erini, like about a couple of days after that moment in time, when it comes to this new beginning, listen to me very carefully. I know that you're going to be talking, you see, it's to do with you wanting to start something. You wanting to finally start something which has been on your mind for so long. Okay. And a couple of days after that moment in time, you are going to be talking to somebody who is like, you know, like quite close to you, or somebody who you get on with, or somebody who you like, you know, maybe it's your friend, maybe it's your family member, but then you are going to be talking to somebody really prominent in your life. Okay. And it is going to be like a really passionate discussion. It is going to be like a really passionate debate indeed. But it's more about you talking about this new beginning, you know, and this person to who you're gonna talk to this about, it's not gonna be holding anything back, you know, because it's somebody who you really know really well, you know, somebody who understands you and you understand that person. And when people are very close to us in this life, in this world, you know, they don't normally hold things back. When somebody who doesn't know you and speak to you about something, you're not going to see the full person in this conversation. For example, this is because people hold themselves, you know, when it comes to certain things, because they don't want to upset other people, which is absolutely fine. But this is somebody who you are so close to, and it is going to be like kind of heated debate, not heated debate, but passionate debate. You know, you're going to be talking about this new beginning, and that particular person is going to be telling you to pay attention to something. That person is going to be telling you to pay attention to something. On one hand, you must not allow to this person to put you off. You must not allow, my gorgeous Erini, to this person to put you off whatsoever. Okay, this is something that you need to remember. But so it's fine for this person to be passionate or to respond in whichever way they want. But then at the same time, do not miss out what this person is gonna be talking about as well, because there is a very specific information as well. There is some kind of suggestion that this person is going to have. This person is going to suggest something to you to do, but because you're going to be so passionate, and there may be like a little debate going on, like a really passionate debate, and I really don't want you to miss out on what this person is going to be suggesting to you. If you know what I mean, this person is going to be suggesting something to you, like what's so important when it comes to all this, you know, and there may be possibility that you miss this, but I do, looking at these cards, I do see that you are not going to miss this, but it's going to be so close, kind of type of thing. So pay attention to what this person is going to suggest to you, because it's also something very important that you did not think about, something very important that you didn't think about, but it's going to make you even more kind of confident about your success. So this is what you need to understand, because also what this person is kind of going to suggest to you at the same time, it's really kind of going to kind of help you to restore control when it comes to all this, because through that you're going to understand even more that you are indeed making the right choice as well. So this is why this is going to be so important, making the right choice. What is going to be putting you off when it comes to this new beginning, that on what you are going to be thinking about starting? Yes, I know how much is going to be putting you off, like it's going to be a hard work, it's going to be a hard work, but you know what I mean, the best things in this life do come through hard work, my gorgeous Erini. So this is what you need to understand and what you need to remember. So I don't want this to put you off whatsoever. And this, what this person is going to also suggest to you, it's going to kind of give you an additional idea when it comes to all this, which is just such an important part of all this preparation here indeed. Like, oh my God. So most certainly, my gorgeous Erini, the bottom line is, the moment in time you are thinking about this new beginning, that moment in time, you must take this very, very seriously indeed. Remember what I say, that the good luck is going to be on your side. And this is all that you need to remember, okay? And also, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, I'm not being funny here. I know that this is going to sound mental, but it's like basically you are going to be dealing with a challenge. Yes, you are going to have some kind of a challenge at around the midweek. And when it comes to this challenge that you're going to be dealing with, this is to do with an ongoing challenge in your life. It's going to go like on an even like kind of worst level, to be quite honest with you. So some kind of challenge that you have been going through, something that has been making you feel a little bit worried, a little bit negative, and a little bit fearful, my gorgeous Erini, I'm afraid it's gonna go on the next level. And now I want you to listen to me very carefully. Just remember that this is gonna go on the next level, some kind of a challenge. Listen to me very carefully. I'm not trying to like what do they call it? What do they call it? Sugarcoat. Yeah, I'm not trying to sugarcoat this whatsoever. I'm not trying to sugarcoat this whatsoever. Listen to me very carefully. It's to do with a challenge that you've been going through, something that has been making you feel really kind of scared and fearful and really negative for a while. You are going to hear a certain news about that problem that you've been dealing with, and oh my god, it's really going to surprise you, and it's going to throw you out of balance. This is going to be quite unexpected. It's to do with an unexpected change, and maybe you thought that this challenge is actually going to come to an end, but it's not going to come to an end. It's just going to become like a little bit worse. But listen to me very carefully. This challenge is bringing you a blessing. Listen to me very carefully. This challenge, this problem you have been dealing with, my God, even if you don't know what am I talking about right now, my gorgeous Erini, you're going to be reminded of that challenge at around the midweek. Trust me. And when you hear the news about this problem, and this is going to like kind of going to throw you out of balance a little bit, it's going to be like a bit of an unexpected change, but you need to understand that this is actually going to bring a blessing into your life, because there is something that you're going to need to do. There is something that you're going to need to respond. There is something that you're going to need to deal with, and you're going to hate doing this. You're going to hate responding to this or whatsoever. You're not going to like this. You're not going to like this. But then again, the moment because you will know that there is something that you're going to need to do when it comes to that problem, and you're not going to like it because you had a lot of difficulties with this already. But once you start, you kind of go forward with this problem, you are going to realize something you didn't realize before. You are going to see the bigger picture here. And now when I say that you're going to see the bigger picture when it comes to that problem, if this didn't happen, if this didn't get your attention right now, and you will see this, you will fully understand this. If this did not get your attention right now, you would not really kind of find out as well at the same time what do you need to immediately give more kind of energy towards at this stage of your life, because there is something else which is going to be revealed here, and it's also going to give you such an important idea when it comes to your future. This is going to give you an important idea when it comes to your future. You will find out exactly what to do in order to protect yourself from, and in order to protect yourself in general, but also in order to protect yourself so this problem doesn't kind of affect you ever again in a way it affected you in the first place. So this is going to be your blessing. This is going to be your blessing, because this in itself you are going to find a really rewarding, but also at the same time, when it comes to this new beginning that you were thinking about in the first part of this week, there is also there is also going to be such an important realization when it comes to that as well, when it comes to the new beginning that you were thinking about. And you're going to realize oh my God, if I didn't deal with that problem, this would catch up with me, and there is no way that I would be able to start this new beginning. So this is where you're going to realize how everything is connected, in life. And I'm not saying that you didn't realize this before, but you're just kind of going to realize this on a completely different level indeed. Okay. By the time you get to the last part of this week, you need to be really careful here, my gorgeous Erini, because at around the end of this week, I do see you making some kind of a journey or going somewhere. Maybe this is going to be, I don't know, somewhere like a few hours away. Maybe this is going to be somewhere where you don't normally go to. Maybe this is somewhere like a 1 day away. Maybe this is like really far away. Maybe this is really close. Maybe it's just showing the place that you don't normally go to. But it is some kind of travel and some kind of journey that you are going to need to make at around the end of this week. And I need you to be very, very careful here, because once you get to this destination, oh my God, you need to be so smart. There is something going to be offered to you, and this is not going to be good for you whatsoever. You're going to become aware of some kind of an option here, some kind of a choice, but this most certainly you should not go for whatsoever. It's going to be the worst thing ever. Honestly, you need to be very smart and you need to be very clever when it comes to this. And I'm not saying that you're not going to realize this, but then again, it's some kind of option and some kind of choice that you are going to be provided with. And you will know that this is way too good to be true. You know what I mean? But sometimes these things that seem to be too good to be true, they're not necessarily bad. They're not necessarily negative, and they do turn out to be good, and they do turn out to be okay. But then sometimes, our own life experience is like really making us to kind of go deeper with certain things purely because we are subconsciously mirroring this towards our previous experiences that have affected us, in life. So it's the way we are. But I need you to kind of be very smart here. So it's to do with the travel, so it's to do with the journey. And once you get to this destination, something is going to be offered to you. You're going to become aware of this choice. You're going to become aware of this option. But, it is going to seem too good to be true. But then again, you're really going to be like kind of, oh my God, I'm not too sure. And I really hope that you're going to ignore this as much as you can. You should avoid this. That's the whole point of me saying this. You should avoid this, my gorgeous Erini. It is very important indeed, because you would just basically, if you go for this option, if you go for this choice that you're going to become aware of, you would just do things that would never get back to you. And you would just like take unnecessary risks. You would take an unnecessary risk, and you don't need to take an unnecessary risk, an unnecessary sacrifice. You would do something which would be completely irreversible, and you would be blaming yourself for a very, very long time. Why? Because initially, when that was offered to you, or when you became aware of this option, as I said, you kind of knew, oh my God, there's something wrong here. But then again, this is your first initial thought that you need to pay attention to. So it's kind of not gonna kind of surprise you completely, but then again, at the same time, you need to be very, very smart here when it comes to this, and avoid this at all costs, okay? And also, my gorgeous Erini, at around the end of this week, I can see you actually having a really nice reason to celebrate. You're gonna be very, very happy when you receive this news at around the end of this week. Oh my God, you're going to be so happy. You will want to like really, oh my God, do things you didn't do in a long time. You will want to go out. Maybe you will want to go and party. You will want to celebrate literally this good news which you are going to have. It's going to be so important for you, my God, because you have been waiting for this for a very, very long time. Oh my God, you've been waiting for this, my gorgeous Erini, for a very long time. This good news that you've been waiting for is primarily responsible right now when it comes to you being able to come up with some kind of a conclusion, an important conclusion. And this conclusion that you are going to have, it's to do with you kind of being so delighted to make some kind of a compromise here. You're going to be so happy to make this compromise. It's something that is getting on your nerves so much that you do not see this as a compromise or whatsoever. But most importantly, you are going to be so happy when you become aware of this news, because now you're going to be able to make this really important decision here, and this important decision vision, it's a lot to do with you moving on with your life. It's like a promotion of your own life. It's like you're really kind of ascending onto the next level of your spiritual journey. And after this moment in time, everything is going to change, like so beautifully. Everything is going to change. And never mind the fact that your third psychic eye is going to be really open throughout this week. And your third psychic eye, when your third psychic eye is fully open, you know, you kind of get very unusual signals, very unusual signs that you don't normally get. That's how you know that you entered like a slightly different dimension. But what am I trying to say here? Your third psychic eye is going to be open throughout this week, and it's going to be guiding you in such a way where your mind, you're going to be thinking about one specific person. One specific person is going to be on your mind quite a lot. Somebody from your life, somebody in your life, it's going to be on your mind quite a lot. And I hope you're going to realize this, and you're going to be able to recognize this, because that particular person is indeed going to need your help. So my suggestion is to get in touch with that person, my gorgeous Erini, as soon as you possibly can, because it's somebody who means to you so much, and you do have the right thing, you know, the right advice to actually tell them. So please do get in touch with that person immediately. Okay, my gorgeous Erini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. I love you. Bye.